Now she was cuffed in the back. Now she's cuffed in the front. She's got hinge cuffs on. We may go the belly band route. Or when I got into the lobby, they were kind of tussling.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Okay.
If he tried.
Okay. I'll talk with Mr. Arnott.
Yeah. So right now she's secured. So
10-15 at least for the. Okay.
When I got here, like I said, she was fighting with him.
Yeah.
And I was just. She's not really cooperating. I was going to get a menu to come check her out.
They're on their way, or do you want me to call them?
We didn't call them yet.
What starts as a simple trespass call quickly spirals into a tense physical confrontation. Within minutes, officers are dealing with resistance, confusion, and an uncooperative suspect who refuses to calm down. This video shows how fast situations can heat when emotions run high and control slips away. This incident begins after deputies respond to a disturbance at a medical office in Palm Coast, Florida. By the time this body cam footage starts, officers are already trying to piece together what led to the confrontation inside the building.
With this virus thing and raising two boys, I've been on the road, and she also suffers from depression. So sometimes her moods can be kind of out of control. She's not a bad woman, but I understand she acted like a fool.
Yeah. Well, do you know what happened, or do you understand what?
My son said that there was.
The woman's husband contacts deputies shortly after the incident. He explains that his wife has been under intense pressure recently and has been struggling emotionally. According to him, the situation began during a doctor's visit involving their adult son. She wanted to go inside the appointment room with him.
She wanted to go in and visit with the doctor with him, and I guess they wouldn't allow that. So then I guess it escalated with the nurse. You guys were called, and then at the end I heard she may or may not have resisted a police officer.
Yeah, well, what happened was, yeah, that's right. She took your son to the doctor, and I guess she wanted to go see him, and the doctor.
The medical office told her she could not enter due to their internal policies. She was instructed to wait outside instead.
Doctor's office, I guess during this, this certain time we're going through, said you need to stay outside, and if you're inside, you need to wear a mask, but you need to stay outside until we're done seeing him.
Even though her son is an adult, she felt strongly about being present. Her husband explains that in their family, attending medical appointments together is normal.
I guess he's an adult, from what I understand. He's 18.
Yeah, he's 20 years old.
Oh,
but,
20?
They're her kids, and so
Yeah.
she likes to hear what. I mean, frankly, officer, we go in with each other. I mean, every placement, the OBGYN, we visit the doctors together because we want to hear what's going on with each other, and so that's common.
He also tells deputies that earlier that morning he noticed she was not in a good mental state. He says he even suggested that he go to the appointment instead.
I understand.
I can tell you that when she left this morning, I told her not to go. I asked her to let me go. I could tell by her mood that she was not, in a great mindset. So anyway, they told her she couldn't go in.
Deputies explained that a sergeant was the first officer to arrive at the office. At that point, staff reported that the situation had already become heated.
Well, they told her she couldn't go in, but I guess my sergeant actually was the first one to arrive, and he spoke to her in the waiting room. And at that point, we were told that she pushed a nurse, I understand.
Officers told her that the doctor's office had the authority to enforce its own rules. They made it clear they could not override the business's decision.
So he explained to her, it's the doctor's office, it's their rules. I mean, we can't say you can or cannot be in somewhere. So I know.
Despite being asked several times, she refused to leave the building. The situation continued to heat up.
He asked her repeatedly for her to leave, and she refused.
When deputies attempted to escort her out, the encounter quickly turned physical. Officers describe her as actively resisting their efforts.
So then he attempted to escort her out. She resisted, and then he was there by himself at that point, and then.
By the time another deputy arrived, she was on the floor. Officers were attempting to handcuff her while she continued to resist.
And I walk into the waiting room, and they're on the floor, and he's trying to handcuff her, and she's not putting her arms on.
Her husband reacts with disbelief as he hears what happened. He tells deputies this behavior is completely out of character for her.
Oh my goodness. Well, here's the also thing, dude, that my wife has a Julius Doctorate in law, and she was a judge and an attorney and a prosecutor in Chile for 23 years. So she can also be very headstrong about her civil rights. She lived.
He explains that she is highly educated and very assertive about her rights. According to him, that mindset can sometimes make tense situations worse.
Pinochet and all that. So, look, I'm not trying to make excuses for it. I mean, you guys are not bad people. I know that. I have a lot of guys and friends of mine that are cops. But I just was trying to maybe help you understand her mindset. It's been...
Wanting clarity, he asks officers what is going to happen next. He is told a decision has already been made.
Been very stressful. I've been out of town. So where do we stand?
Well,
where are we at?
Deputies confirm that she will be arrested. The charges stem from both the refusal to leave and her actions during the arrest.
She's going to be arrested today. Her charges are going to be trespass after warning and resisting with violence.
Officers explained that she attempted to bite and kick during the struggle. These actions elevated the severity of the charges.
Really?
Well, yeah, we were trying to handcuff her. She was attempting to bite my sergeant, and she was kicking at him. And then when we handcuffed her, when I got there, I was the second person on scene.
Even while being escorted to the patrol car, deputies say she continued pulling away.
And we were walking her out to the car. I mean, she was trying to kick us and, trying to pull away.
Officers had to maintain control to safely move her. Her husband apologizes repeatedly for what occurred. He acknowledges that the situation went too far.
I understand, and I appreciate it, and I can only do is apologize. I would, however, ask you to please, in your mindset, realize that, we all...
He asks deputies to consider the emotional stress she has been under. He explains that recent events may have contributed to her behavior.
There's just sometimes that and she's going through the change of life, and she was talking about it this morning, I just think she's having a day that she should have probably taken medication to help her mood.
While accepting that charges are necessary, he asks for understanding. Deputies listen, but remain firm about the process.
So I would only ask you that you maybe be a little understanding in how you charge her. I realize you have to charge her, and I'm not telling you not to.
He then asks when she might be released. Officers explain that several steps still need to happen first.
I know the rules, but if you guys could just maybe have a little love of God in your heart when you charge her. When can I come get her, or is she going to have to do a video bond in the morning?
Deputies explained that she requested medical attention. She was transported to the hospital before being taken to jail.
Right now, she's at the hospital. She requested to go to the hospital. She has some scratches on her arms and legs and in between her eyes from, the tussle, yeah. So
officers note visible scratches and minor injuries. They explain these are consistent with the physical struggle.
And that she had some flip-flops on. It looks like she may have ripped one of her toenails off, or it got cut or something.
Oh my God.
Hospital staff report that she has been difficult to work with at times. However, deputies say she has since calmed down.
So, she's kind of, the hospital staff's trying to work with her, but she's been kind of rude.
Do you want me to come? I'm close. Would it help?
Well, no, she's calm now.
Officers advise against family visiting her at the hospital. They believe it could cause the situation to escalate again.
I think maybe anything would maybe just spark something.
I don't want to spark anything. I want her to, she'll go out, she'll get quiet and very introverted to herself.
Deputies reassure her husband that their priority is safety. They explain that keeping emotions low is important right now.
Because she realizes she's, but dude, at the time when they flash up like that, she's the violence, I haven't seen it in many, many years, so maybe we need to go visit the doctor again.
Yeah, I try.
One deputy explains that the incident was already unfolding when he arrived. He says his focus was on gaining control, not escalating force.
I tried to talk to her a little bit, I've been a cop 15 years, and I got people that want to, rip my head off, and by the time I talk to them, I could talk to people.
The husband asks whether the charges are felonies or misdemeanors. Deputies explain that it depends on how the actions are classified.
I'm a chill guy. People can, feed off my energy.
I sense that in you, yes.
So, I don't fight people very often. It was already mid-happening when I got there, like I said. But, I don't get into it with people. I'm mainly shaking people's hands.
Officers clarify that resisting with violence carries serious consequences. The exact outcome will be decided later in the legal process.
Felony charges or misdemeanor charges?
Trespass after warning is a misdemeanor. The resisting arrest with violence is a felony. So, I mean, either way, it's, she's innocent until proven guilty, and,
yeah, but
things can be...
Concerned, he asks whether she will have to stay in jail overnight. Deputies explain that medical clearance is the next step.
Be reduced. I don't know.
Okay, well, I hope so. I hope so. If she hasn't been charged yet, I hope so. All right, well, is she going to have to spend the night, or can she be bonded?
She will, once she gets... All right, here's what's going on. She's at the hospital.
He expresses worry about her mental health while in custody. Officers acknowledge his concern, but explain that procedures must be followed.
Hospital right now. She's going to get an...
I totally understand.
Yeah.
I already contacted my attorney,
Well, she's going to...
I just want to make it as easy and simple for her to get her out of there.
No, I get it.
Because that's going to be best for her mental health. And then...
Deputies explain that once she is medically cleared, she will be transported to jail. Only then can the booking process begin.
And we'll deal with the other things otherwise.
Yeah, she's right now, we're waiting on medical clearance.
They provide an estimated timeline, but stress that it is not guaranteed. Much of the process depends on the hospital.
She receives medical clearance paperwork. She's going to go to the jail and be processed. So let me check at the time. It's 1 o'clock.
5.
I would say 5 p.m. is fair.
Bond is discussed, but deputies explain that the jail sets the final amount. They caution against assuming anything in advance.
Yeah.
By the time the process, we're on hospital's time now, and then she's going to go to the...
No, I got you. No, dude, I'm just trying to be prepared. So when you guys talk... So, what do you think at 1,500?
I could try to look up. The jail sets the bonds. It won't be more than that.
Her lack of prior violent history is mentioned. Deputies note that this will be considered later, not on scene.
She's local.
Yeah, she's local. She's never had... if you look at her background, she's got no charges like this ever.
Yeah, it goes by that, and
I think she got it careless some years ago, and they let her go on her own recognizance, and it's all cleared up now. So we'll see.
Officers restate the charges: trespass after warning and resisting with violence. The call begins to wind down.
See what it is, but I just want to be prepared. At 6 o'clock or so, I don't want to have to be trying to get $2,000 out of the bank, because that won't happen. All right, officer.
Yeah, that should be, I would think. But yeah, let your lawyer know it's trespass after warning.
And resist with violence.
With violence.
Deputies advise him to contact an attorney and prepare for the next steps. The conversation ends as the situation moves into the booking phase.
Yes.
Okay, thanks, man.
All right, sir. Take care. Have a good day. All right. Bye.
This footage picks up moments after officers begin trying to physically control the situation. Deputies are focused on positioning and safety as the woman continues to resist.
I want to do it from that side. Yeah.
Officers repeatedly give clear instructions, asking her to place her hands behind her back. Their goal is to safely restrain her without causing further injury.
Put your hands behind your back.
Damn.
Deputies adjust their approach, deciding to reposition restraints to make control easier. This is done to limit movement and reduce the risk of harm to everyone involved.
Do the hobbles in front.
Yeah.
That'll be easier for now.
Yeah.
As officers continue working, she becomes verbally aggressive. She refuses to cooperate and makes it clear she does not intend to listen.
Man, we just want you to listen, okay?
No, I want you to fuck off. I'll talk to my lawyer.
Her tone escalates further, adding to the tension of the moment. Officers remain focused on completing the restraint safely.
Don't waste your saliva.
Deputies discuss alternative restraint options after realizing their initial method is not effective. This indicates the level of resistance they are dealing with.
They won't work with the...
With the what?
Belly.
Officers briefly pause to gather additional equipment. These adjustments are meant to regain control without escalating force.
That won't work with the hand.
Do you have any more of that
Right?
hand sanitizer?
An officer explains that the woman had already been fighting in the lobby before this point. The behavior continued even as attempts were made to restrain her.
Fighting with them on the corner of the lobby. She wanted us in the hand. We were trying to handcuff her.
According to officers, she attempted to bite and kick during the struggle. This behavior significantly increased the risk to everyone nearby.
To handcuff her. Tried biting and kicking him.
After finally getting her secured, deputies place her in the patrol car. At this point, officers believe the situation is under control. Moments later, she exits the vehicle on her own. Officers immediately intervene and place her back inside. Deputies explain that her son is still inside the medical office. This adds another layer of complexity to an already volatile situation.
Her son's still inside, so that's where we're at right now.
With the immediate threat reduced, officers begin shifting focus to documentation. Witness statements are needed to clearly establish what happened.
Say again?
The other deputy?
He went in with a security officer or the police?
Thank you.
Deputies ask staff members to explain the events leading up to the confrontation. They stress the importance of accuracy and clarity.
And then, to the best of your ability, what you saw happen here.
Medical staff confirmed that multiple people witnessed the incident. Several nurses observed the confrontation from inside the building.
And then, did any of the nurses see what happened?
Oh, yeah.
Officers note that staff members were watching as the situation unfolded. This supports the decision to collect multiple statements.
They all was actually looking in the window watching you.
Okay.
But they all was standing there. She was out there.
Witnesses describe her yelling and causing a disturbance near the entrance. This behavior prompted staff to call for help. Deputies request formal statements from the nurses involved. This step helps document the escalation and refusal to comply.
Can we get a couple statements to the nurses?
Officers coordinate positioning while maintaining visual contact with the woman. Even restrained, they remain alert.
Just ask them if they're able to.
She remains face to face with deputies, continuing to show agitation. Officers stay focused on preventing further escalation.
Okay.
At this stage, the immediate physical struggle has ended, but the investigation continues. What began as a refusal to comply has now become a documented use of force incident involving multiple witnesses. Officers arrive already dealing with an escalating situation. They quickly confirm possible charges, including trespass after warning and battery or resisting an officer. At this point, the focus is on control and preventing things from getting worse.
So like 10-15 trespass after warning.
Okay.
Either resisting with violence or battery on Elliot, one of the two.
Okay.
For a hit attention, so. Ma'am. And now she was cuffed in the back, now she's cuffed in the front. She got hinge cuffs on.
Okay.
We may go the belly band route if she keeps, but for now, that's what we got.
Okay.
Claudia is already in handcuffs when officers reassess her restraints. She is moved from cuffs behind her back to cuffs in the front to better manage her behavior. Officers also discuss additional restraints if she continues acting out.
Security guard in the lobby who waved me in, and there was 2 nurses. So he's got 3 statements now, so I was going to get her ID and see.
An officer attempts to get basic information from Claudia, including whether her son is still inside the building. She refuses to respond, choosing silence instead of cooperation. This lack of communication slows down an already tense situation.
Okay. Ma'am, will you say anything to me?
No.
No? Okay. Is your son inside?
Officers began piecing together what happened before they arrived. It's unclear how the incident escalated, but witnesses describe a physical struggle in the lobby. At this stage, officers are relying heavily on secondhand accounts.
Was she batter anyone else, or was it just?
I don't know how it got to where it got. When I got into the lobby, they were kind of tussling.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Okay.
If he tried trespass with a warning, I don't know what if he tried to get her to leave or what he did.
Okay.
I'm keeping the cameras rolling.
I'm on now too.
Body cameras remain active as officers continue documenting everything. Claudia is secured for now, but officers note that she previously tried to bite and fight. Even restrained, she is still considered unpredictable.
She picked him. She tried to bite him, he said.
Okay. I'll talk with the
Right now she's secured, so
10-15 at least for the...
Officers discussed whether Claudia was formally trespassed before the physical altercation. There's uncertainty about who told her to leave and how many warnings were given. These details will matter later when charges are finalized.
Battery on LEO or resisting
yeah, trespass after warning, because it sounds like...
She has been trespassed?
No, I mean, it sounds like they told her to leave and maybe he told her to leave and she wouldn't.
Okay.
But I don't know how it got to that. You're gonna have to...
When officers arrived, Claudia was actively fighting in the lobby. It took multiple officers several minutes to secure her. Even after that, she continues to resist verbally and refuses to cooperate.
Okay.
When I got here, like I said, she was fighting with him.
Yeah.
And I was just... she's not really cooperating. I was gonna get a medic to come check her out.
They're on their way, or do you want me to call them?
We didn't call them yet.
Officers consider calling medical staff to evaluate Claudia. Her behavior raises concerns about her condition and mental state. This step is meant to ensure safety, not just enforcement.
She's not really cooperating. I was going to get a medic to come check her out.
They're on their way, or do you want me to call them?
We didn't call them yet. We just won't talk with them.
Okay.
With Claudia temporarily under control, officers coordinate their next steps. Communication between deputies stays calm and procedural. This is the phase where the scene shifts from chaos to documentation.
Are you going to be out here?
Yeah, I'm good out here.
Okay, I'm going to
call you if I need you out.
Okay, thank you. How you doing?
Another deputy arrives to assist as the situation stabilizes. Officers acknowledge each other and confirm roles moving forward. The focus now is on wrapping up statements and determining charges.
You want officer, what can I do for you, bud?
The other deputy walk in here?
Say again?
The other deputy? Did
He
you
went in with the security officer in the main suite.
Earlier, officers noted that Claudia had already been warned for trespassing. Despite those warnings, the situation escalated into physical resistance. What started as a removal quickly turned into a safety issue. Multiple witnesses were present in the lobby, including security and medical staff. Officers began collecting statements from everyone who saw the incident unfold. These accounts helped clarify how events escalated so quickly.
Security guard in the lobby who waved me in, and there was 2 nurses. So he's got 3 statements now, so I was going to get her ID and see.
Witnesses describe a brief but intense physical struggle. Officers were forced to step in rapidly to prevent injuries. Situations like this can spiral in seconds, especially in public spaces.
When I got into the lobby, they were kind of tussling.
Yeah.
So I don't know
Okay.
if he tried.
At this point, Claudia remains secured but uncooperative. Officers consider charges related to battery or resisting with violence. The decision depends on what witness statements confirm.
Okay. I'll talk with
So right now she's secured, so
10-15 at least for the...
There is still confusion about the exact sequence of events. Officers acknowledge that not everything is clear yet. This is why they rely on footage, witnesses, and consistent documentation.
She has been trespassed?
no, I mean, it sounds like they told her to leave and maybe he told her to leave and she wouldn't.
Okay.
But I don't know how it got to that. You're gonna have to...
Even after being restrained, Claudia does not calm down. Officers note that de-escalation attempts are not working. This reinforces the need for additional precautions.
It took us a couple minutes to get her secured in out here.
Okay.
Medical support is discussed again, and as a precaution, officers are trained to recognize when behavior may signal more than simple non-compliance. Safety remains the priority for everyone involved.
It looks like she has.
With no immediate threats, officers begin transitioning the scene toward closure. Claudia remains in custody while deputies coordinate next steps. The incident now moves from response to resolution. The scene quiets as officers finish their coordination. What began as a trespass complaint turned into a physical confrontation. This case will now rely on footage, witness statements, and officer reports.
Thank you.
After the scene was secured, officers continued with the standard post-incident process. Claudia remained in custody while deputies finished collecting witness statements from hospital staff and security. Body camera footage from multiple officers was preserved, along with written reports to document exactly how the incident unfolded from start to finish. Based on the information discussed on scene, Claudia was facing charges related to trespass after warning and battery or resisting an officer. These charges stem from her refusal to leave when asked and the physical struggle that followed in the lobby. Officers noted her continued lack of cooperation, which was taken into account when deciding how to proceed. There was also discussion about having Claudia medically evaluated due to her behavior, though no immediate medical emergency was confirmed in the footage. Once all necessary documentation was completed, the case was turned over to the appropriate legal authorities for review. As of the time reflected in this video, there is no publicly confirmed outcome shown on camera regarding a conviction or sentencing. Like many cases captured on body cam, the legal process continues after the footage ends. The charges would move through the court system, where evidence such as body camera video, witness statements, and officer reports would be reviewed. Until a final ruling is made, Claudia remains presumed innocent under the law. The case is either pending further investigation or awaiting court proceedings, where a judge or jury will determine the final outcome.